election, and people are very aware and paying attention to their right to, they're not happy with the vote that took place. So if they find someone that has the ability and the background, rather than this fighting that that's not the person we want, let's have them have a vote. Let them decide, once again, do they want to try to be appointed or should it be elected? But it should be the voters deciding.
Also, no matter what terminology is used, we struggled over qualifications. That last sentence really gives the town the opportunity to make a decision,
Right.
balancing experience and education. It leaves it open.
And we have put in a search committee. It will not just be the council who appoints this person. There's a search committee. There are 2 people from the school department, 2 people from the council. There are 2 people at large. We're looking at bringing in an administrator from the school side because they know how to administrate. So I don't know how it was worded in the past, if it was just left up to 5 council members that would appoint this person, but that's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to put a search committee together, and if that search committee doesn't find the person, then ask for funding to hire a company to look for this person.
And the council votes on it in the end.
We do, with the correct candidates.
And then if the council pretty much controls the manager.
The council does.
So the council
That
will have
now.
a lot more power.
No, the council does that now. The council has that power now.
I would agree. The council would have more power.
Right.
So, it's,
I'm just saying, that,
Not
you know,
well.
a lot of times there's a balance, and there's you know, his side, our side, and we go at it to figure out what's the best route. We would be taken that way, I think. That's,
You know,
that's all.
I think, you've heard my opinion about this. I think it's a dangerous way to go. Let the people, well, first, we brought it back up, rediscuss, take a vote. I'm gonna vote to put it out there, let the people decide on this. As I said earlier, I can kick myself when I walk out and say, why did I do that? But I'm really worried about 3 out of 5 people making that decision. Who's gonna be the day-to-day
requires
operation?
school.
Huh?
Requires school.
A supermajority?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it's
I
written,
just-
it requires school.
I just think that if I was sitting at home reading this in the newspaper, and I go, oh my God, they're not even gonna let me pick the town administrator, the town manager, the town mayor. It wouldn't sit well with me, that's my opinion. So put it out there, let people
And
decide.
that's all I want to do, say it tonight, so anyone watching can say, hey, that's what we want to do. We want to
They
pick
wanna
it.
do it, sure.
We want the council to pick it. So I mean, like I say, we were getting criticized for picking, saying it's not going to be on the ballot, but yet you're going to give us the full power to pick whoever we want, you know? So
That's the point.
I don't know. To me, an election is an election, and you got to be smart enough to elect the person you want. And when I say it, I didn't do it because it was for me. I did it because I thought people voted for me to try to go through this stuff so they wouldn't have to jump through hoops and get the information. A lot of the information isn't out there. When I got into the battle with the other guy the other night, it was not because I was taking it away. It's because I just felt I was trying to help them understand, because the information, like you said before, is not out there. So how can they make a great decision? And that's why I said I wasn't calling anyone they don't know. But like I said, I got a lot of friends of mine that depend on us to make good decisions by listening and being informed. They're like, oh, Glenn, what's going on? They asked us what's going on. And that's what I was doing it for, just to help, thinking that I was voting for people who put me in to say, you know, do the right thing. And that's what I did it for. that's fine, I just want to let it be known, the council will, that's the reason why the last time we had it here, and we were in discussion, that's what happened too, we brought it up, the council brought it up, there was a good member, I won't mention his name, but he said the council would have total power. So, once I put it out there, it's up to everyone to get their information, so that's fine.
So, well, the measure of power is, clearly, the council has in this model, the proposed model, the council selects who's sitting here. And that is a substantial responsibility. But once the person's here, the difference is, I cited in the last meeting, one of the things that's gone is veto power, okay? I'm not, I don't know when the last time that happened. And it's only as it relates to ordinances.
Honestly, I can't recall a veto letter being in here.
Exactly. So I'm not sure that, I, as the administrator today, absent this circumstance, if it stays the other, I'm not looking to give it up. But by the same token, that's about it. I mean, the rest of the responsibilities and authority of the administrator stay in place. It's simply who gets out the process for getting it. And Councilman, you're right in that, a lot of this is what some people would call inside baseball. There are very few, the number of people who are really willing to dive into the details of many of these charter changes isn't substantial. And it's up to us, I think, to make sure that between whatever decision is made and, November 6th, that we do our best to meet with people, explain it to people, and help people understand it. Because absent this item, there's still substantial issues that are taking place with these changes. They're not inconsequential by any stretch. There's a lot of good work that's been done to bring this to this point.
So, it's almost problematic if you think about it. We have the checks and balances in the U.S., but if you go to look at the English system, they appoint their prime minister by whoever has the most representation from the House, the Commons, House of Lords. It's just bizarre. I don't think that there should be a council appointment. I think that the electors of the town should be the ones that decide who their administrator is going to be.
Well, the electors, I'm still torn on this, but the electors don't, yeah, they get to decide, but they don't get to decide who runs. So you might get some people running that end up sitting in that chair over there that are very undesirable that you're going to have as your administrator. So yeah, they might get to decide at the polls. They don't get to decide who throws their name in the hat.
Right.
So
That may not get anybody to throw the name.
Exactly. Right, you might have somebody sitting around for the last minute waiting to see who throws their name in the hat. So
Shows up and automatically walks in.
that's right. So we got to protect against those things. There's on one side, like I said last time, you don't want a buffoon in that, but at the same time, as an appointed guy, maybe you would be more hesitant to make bold moves like our current administrator would make, because he's going to be fearing for his job. I see both sides of that, but like I said, you don't know who's going to throw their name in the hat. We might get to pick them, but we might not like our choices either.
Well, it goes for every election, that's true, for every senator, in every
And
rep.
we have a couple of
You know,
votes as
I'm not, like I said, and I'm with you, I'm not happy with our choices.
No, I agree.
I'm embarrassed,
I
to
do
be
like
honest
it.
with you.
I'm very happy.
So, you don't get to pick anyone, they have to want the job. But I understand what you're saying, John.
If you're going to appoint someone,
Tough choice.
the responsibility of appointing that person falls on the council, 4 or 5 council members. You've got to understand that. But where's the acceptance? The acceptance should be by the people that vote. That's the acceptance theory. It's basic principle. I'm still a firm believer. Let the people decide who they want to represent them. It's that simple.
I just think it's ironic that you don't want me to tell you what's going to be on the ballot, but you don't want me to tell you you can't vote on an administrator, but I'm gonna pick one for you. How does that make sense? You know, okay, you know, I'm like, you're telling me that, I'm pretty bad because I let you pick the administrator. So now you get a choice to get a manager, and then the council got to pick it. I'm like, how does that make sense? I don't know. That's just me. But you guys, that's fine. Do it. Do whatever you want.
We're not making that decision. We're just putting it on the ballot and letting voters make that decision.
Yep, we're gonna put it on the ballot.
And that's all I am is doing is, this is all I have to argue is in front of the news and the camera. So I'm going to say everything I can so they'll have the best chance to understand by me saying this. And then as long as they put it in, they'll say, hey, here's a choice. Now we had good dialogue. Hopefully it'll be in the papers. People will see it and they're going to be able to make an intelligent vote.
Tommy?
Thank you, I'm done.
I just want to say this. I think the complexities of running a town over the 40-odd years I lived here, it's much harder. In the past, we've had nice people sit in that seat, but can I tell you, they weren't too calm. Good few, they weren't too calm. In many ways, I think it made us go backwards. Were they nice people? Absolutely. Were they? Did they have the gifts, abilities, training to sit there? They did not. And it hurt us. It hurt us. You know, I may think a person is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I wouldn't want him to do conservation. That's what I feel about running the township. Is it complex? Absolutely. But the complexities we're getting into in government today, I go to the point saying it's scary. It is scary. It's changed that much in my lifetime. Sometimes I get a little place next to you and forget about all.
Hey, I don't care. I did what I wanted to say. I said what I wanted to say. It's up to them.
You know what? I'm glad you made a solid argument.
That's all I care. I'm not gonna get up and leave tonight. I'm just
As
gonna.
far as you know.
We're gonna hang on to it.
All right, so we got a little ahead of ourselves because the motion right now that we're working on is just the wording.
Well, the amendment.
The amendment is just-
Amendment first.
Right, so the amendment really is
So
for the wording of
the
the,
wording of, so it's up on it's only what's pending right now before the council
Is
is
the
a
amendment.
motion to amend the qualification
Qualification.
section.
Yeah.
It's up there now.
To amend that section too, as, instead of what the Charter Review Commission has proposed, which is there, the motion was to consider the town administrator's recommendation, which, can you get this up on the screen? Is that possible?
Easily.
yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry. Why don't you read
Try.
it, Gary?
If you could read it one more time.
I think we should. Let's just-
Well, I can.
It's all right.
Yeah, one more second.
Yeah.
Deb and I,
Yes.
I can forward it to Deb right now. Town administrator shall possess a bachelor's degree in public administration, comma, business administration, comma, or a related field. A master's degree, that's a related field, period. A master's degree in public administration, comma, business management, comma, or a related field is desirable, period. Higher education degrees must be from an accredited college or university. Town administrator, period, I'm sorry, that's university. Town administrator shall have at least 10 years of progressive, managerial, and supervisory experience in government or industry, which together with an appropriate educational background indicate diverse skills and success in managing personnel, comma, programs, comma, and budgets.
Motion to accept that language. We're gonna amend that. With
Yeah.
Gary's amendment, I
Yeah.
make a motion to accept that language
I
for
second that.
qualifications.
I have one question. Mrs. Strain, how do you feel about that change? You and I were on the committee. How do you feel about that change?
About
The change to the qualifications.
I think as long as you have that last portion in, you can.
Cover.
The one of any combination.
Yeah.
Or any
Yeah.
combination of education and experience that is substantially
So
equivalent.
the 10 years, you might not get, but you might get.
I think 10's a
For instance, we're saying that by saying
I think that's another.
with
I don't
an
think
appropriate
that's right.
education. You indicated at the last, with the set of background that indicates diverse skills and success in management. Your choice.
College, you do by about 21, 22 at the most, you're 32. 10 years. I'd like to see someone
Yeah, you can add it.
a little older because they have a life experience as well.
That's what I would like.
It does give you the, you never know who's going to apply. And, the search team would have a little bit of leeway there to make some judgment. That's just.
Tony, what do you think on the work?
All right, so in addition to the administrator's definition, the only thing I would like to add to that is or any combination of education and experience that is substantially equivalent.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does that work?
It does, that gives you the most flexibility, the
Okay.
closest to, I think, what the committee wanted.
All right,
Right.
so I'll withdraw my motion because it was dealing with something different. We just added that. I withdraw my motion.
All right, so the motion would be the town administrator shall possess a bachelor's degree in public administration, business administration, or a related field. A master's degree in public administration, business management, or a related field is desirable. Higher education degrees must be from an accredited college or university. The town administrator shall have at least 10 years. Is that everybody okay with that, Mike? 10 years?
That's a lot, okay.
Hands down, what? Nothing more.
Town administrator shall have at least 10 years of progressive managerial and supervisory experience in government or industry, which together with an appropriate educational background indicates diverse skills and success in managing personal programs and budgets. Or shall possess any combination of education and experience that is substantially equivalent.
That's good.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion on just the wording? This isn't the actual. Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli? Yes. Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Zalinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad?
Yes. Now getting back to the original motion.
Mr. President, before you get back to the original motion, based upon the conversation with the administrator, and the fact that you're considering this possibility, the administrator brought up two very important points. What happens, let's make the assumption that this were to be approved, which means that the town would have an appointed town administrator in 2020. What happens if there's a vacancy between 2018 and 2020? If you don't want to go back to a special election, which would be the default provision under the existing charter, the administrator suggested that we should add a provision that says in the event between, again, as part of this all or nothing proposal, as part of the all or nothing proposal, in the event that there's a vacancy between December 1st, 2018 and December 1st, 2020, by resignation or death, God forbid, that the town council shall appoint an administrator. I think he wants, pursuant to the process outlined, to this process outlined in this provision.
That can just be added in, am I right?
Well, that's what he suggested. That's one potential change. If you agree with that, then I have to raise one more issue with you, which is, it assumed that.
Yeah, to that point, I think what we have the opportunity to do is make sure that, maybe I've already said this, I'm not sure, that we have the opportunity to do this in a non-deadline driven circumstance. We could start anytime that we choose. My point is that I'd be happy to step aside if we found a circumstance where here's the ideal person. We've advertised, we've got them. It's 6 months before 2020.